my name is Casey Freeman. I'm here to give a demonstration of my teaching skills for the open position at JNU National University. A quick introduction about myself. I've been a teacher here in Korea for almost 7 years. I started teaching here in 2010. I taught for 1 year as a Hagwon teacher. Then I moved to Ulji University and taught at Ulji University in Sungnam for 3 years, where I taught English conversation, public speaking, TOEIC, business English, and I also helped with the English club, which is just where the students would come to get help with their English homework and help with, if they just wanted to practice English. I also wrote 4 textbooks when I was at Ulji University. One was on business English, one was on the TOEIC, and 2 were on public speaking. After 3 years of Ulji University, I spent 2 years at Gachon University, where I taught English conversation, public speaking, film, and they also had an English club, which I helped out with quite a bit. I went back to the U.S., worked a few jobs, and came back to Korea. The other jobs I worked before, during, and after Korea, I mostly worked as a writer and a journalist. My background is, my undergrad is from New York University, and it's in English. My master's degree is from the University of Colorado, and it's in journalism. I used to work as a reporter and an editor, and I've worked for different magazines and different newspapers and blogs. I also worked as a photographer, and when we would get new interns, I would help out with them. I was also partly a manager when I was an editor. Besides working in journalism, I also worked, my last job in the USA, I worked in financial aid at a university. I also wrote speeches and PowerPoint presentations. Long ago, when I was an undergrad, I worked as a lifeguard. When I started teaching swimming lessons. So today I'm going to show you usually what my first class looks like. And this is usually the structure of most of my classes. So usually I teach something I call the new dictionary. And this is just what we would usually call slang. It's just something fun, a warm-up exercise, words you wouldn't necessarily put in the dictionary or find in the dictionary, but I have the students learn it anyway, put it in their notebooks, make sentences with them, and I think it's something fun to do and fun to learn. So when I first came to Korea, I noticed high school students and university students they say first year, second year, third year, fourth year. But in the USA, we say things a little bit differently. So for first year, what do we say? For first year, we say, freshman. So if somebody asks you, what year are you? You could say, I'm first year, or I'm freshman. I'm a freshman. If you're a second year, you could say, I'm a second year, or I'm a sophomore. If you're a third year, you could be a junior. If you're a fourth year, you could be, what comes after junior? So your last year, you are a senior. Now, let's say maybe you switched majors too many times, or you dropped out of school or something. And it's your fifth year. What do we call you? It's not really that common, but we would call you a super senior. I have two younger brothers. My youngest brother was a super senior. He got there eventually. Our next one, number 2, it's not my favorite. Okay? So maybe we go and somebody says, hey, why don't we get some octopus pizza? And somebody says, it's not my favorite. Somebody says, oh, what did you think of my new song? I'm a musician. What do you think of my singing? You say, oh, it's not my favorite. Okay? That's just a polite way to say, I don't like it. Okay? This is another, just like first year, second year, third year, fourth year. When I first moved to Korea, and Americans make this mistake too, I heard Koreans say, I really love food. I love all types of food. I love chicken, pizza, hamburgers, etc. And I didn't know what they were talking about. I love all sports. I love basketball, baseball, soccer, etc. Okay? No. This does not mean etc. This isn't even English. This is actually Latin, which I also teach a lot of Latin during my new dictionary, just because I think it's really interesting, and I found the students think it's really interesting as well. This actually means it's short, just an abbreviation for etc. Okay, if you need some help pronouncing that, etc. Etc. I like pizza, hamburgers, chicken, etc. Cool. All right, this is what I would say is like Cacao Talk words or text words. SMH. So maybe my friend says, our friend got into a fight last night. I just write SMH. Okay, this just means you see, underline, shaking my head. How stupid. Okay? It just means he made a big, dumb mistake. Now, the next thing we're going to work on right now is what I call the Big Triangle. This is what I think is the most important lesson that I teach, and it's important if you're reading, you're speaking, you're listening, you're writing, okay? It's important if you're speaking Korean, English, Spanish, or Russian. It will make you a better listener. It will make you a better talker, okay? It really, really will help you with anything that you do with communications, okay? So, listen up. I use this every single day when I'm writing a story for a blog, or I'm writing for a newspaper, or writing a book, or just telling my friends a funny story, okay? So whenever you're telling a story, whether it's something big, or you're talking about a movie, you're talking about, something funny that happened yesterday, you need to use the Big Triangle. What is it? First, you have a big triangle. 3 sides. Then you have 3 sections. On top, you have a topic. The topic is who or what is this story about? Next, you have a main idea. That means, what is this topic doing? What happens to this topic? Okay? On the bottom, you have these supporting details. How does this topic do this? Why does this topic do this? So, we'll use maybe one of the most famous movies of all time. The Avengers. Okay? So who or what is the Avengers movie about? Okay? Who or what is that movie about? It's about the Avengers. Okay? Those are the people it's about. What do the Avengers do? The Avengers fight villains. How? Why? Why? The Avengers are superheroes. How do they fight? They all have powers, okay? Iron Man has armor. Hulk is strong. Thor has a hammer. Black Widow has guns. Cap has a shield. Hawkeye has nothing. Okay? So, I think use this big triangle with anything that you're doing. Whether you're writing a newspaper story, whether you're writing a blog, you're writing just what happened yesterday, you're writing in your diary, write this first, okay? So maybe yesterday you went on a date. Okay? What happened on that date? Why did you go on the date? What did you do on that date? Okay, I hope I've explained myself enough. I hope I really hope I can get to the next level of the JNU National University selection process. I really do think I'm a good fit for this school. I really think this school is a good fit for me. I really hope my teaching skills match up with your necessities. I really would like to be a part of your school. If there's any other questions you have, you can always just ask me more questions. And if you need any more videos or anything, I'm happy to show you plenty more. Thank you and have a great day.